Hello and welcome back to the third episode of Lads Can Read? Question mark? Can we? I'm Connor.
I'm Lucas, and we're reading more My Hero.
Chapter 295 dropped this Sunday. The 21st, the 20th, the 20th.
20th, yeah.
And I guess the biggest takeaway before we get into this is that Deku is basically fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah, he got spider sense now. They're just not pacing out the whole him getting the quirks, are they? Like, he's gotten, 3 in this fight?
He's gotten 2. He got Float and Danger Sense, right?
Yeah, but he also kind of, mastered Black Whip.
That's true. And he had just started using Black Whip too.
Yeah. Not a fan. Not a fan of that. But let's just start looking at this chapter. So Deku, as usual, is alive.
Of course. I mean, even though his arms they don't look that bad. They don't look as bad as it's weird. Some of the ones where they look terrible, like the
Yeah,
very
they've looked much
second
worse.
panel. So it'll be interesting to see how damaged they are.
Yeah.
And then he goes, "Oh, where's Todoroki?" And then Spider Sense killed him.
He's like, "Ouch! I drank the brain-hurting juice."
Right. And then, of course, he's fighting consciousness because he's always on the verge of unconsciousness after these fights.
I also am on the verge of losing consciousness reading new My Hero chapters.
Well, thankfully, this freaking fight that's taken probably months at this point is done.
We're at the end, yeah, but let's go through page by page first, figure out what's happening. So after that big heroic, or I don't know if you'd say heroic, but big confident stand at the end of the last chapter, we get the performer man, Mr. Compress himself, just basically get one-shotted, it seems like.
Gets slumped by Mirio, and arguably the best line we've read in a while. To unleash my disembodied buttocks in your general direction. I thought that was a great line.
I did like that. I was a fan of that. Oh, did you switch back to the Viz thing?
Yeah, I'm on the Viz. I read
official
both. Yeah, I read this one on the Viz translation. And I'm glad I did because it doesn't have. I mean, it's pretty accurate, like the one of the fan translation that I normally read. But
we should wait. We got to talk about. Okay, so we go forward like we thought. He's buying time to protect. So it looks like his plan was to pick them up and then have Spinner revive Shigaraki before he lets them out. Wasn't there a weird panel last time where it really looked like he had already let them out?
It looked like at the end he let out Shigaraki. And was like, fuck shit up, Shiggy. I feel like I shouldn't say Shiggy.
Yeah, no, I don't know about that. Okay, but so on page 6 to 7, do you also have these weird bits that are like on the subject of bad translations where they're like not centered in the text bubbles, right?
Yeah, I saw that that's on the Viz thing, but on the version that I use, because I read, like I said, I read Viz this time, but it is also, it's not off center in. No, it's off center in the translation I read. It just some poor sap in editing fucked it up.
That's really weird and unprofessional, especially when there's like such a delay on. Like, I think we get these chapters like 2 days after Japan or something like that. Like, they should have plenty of time to get their typesetting right.
And I know English, Japanese to English is a tough translation because it's not 1-to-1. It's brutal. But good lord, come on, guys. Centering is not a problem.
Really, my $2 a month isn't enough for you guys to be like perfect translators all the time. I'm disgusted.
Just absolutely vile. Yeah, I don't know. So is Shigaraki leaving the battlefield, or is what's the deal? Because it looks like Spinner almost puts one of the hands back on his face, which that hand looks grody.
Well, remember he only has one hand left. All the others are destroyed.
Yeah, it's what's her face. It's good lord, it's Tamina, whatever. All Might's masked trainer, the All for One user before, or One for All, the user before him. It's her hand. His grandma's
Wait,
hand is
what?
on it. Yeah.
That can't be. No, that's he didn't kill Nana. The whole
I
thing is
know,
that One
but
for
like
All or All for One killed Nana.
One for All gave him all the hands.
Yeah, but I thought he got them. I'm pretty sure he got them all from people Shigaraki killed. I thought that was the whole thing, that they're all hands from people Shigaraki killed.
No, they're his family.
Yeah, but like the
Whose
family that he
hand
killed.
is on Shigaraki's face?
I remember because I went to the wiki for a while after this because it was so confusing figuring out the numbers, because just to
Oh,
pad out the
dad's
numbers, that's what I thought. To pad out the numbers, All for One also gave him just the hands of those street thugs he killed like immediately after killing his family, which is dumb, but
Your
you
hand.
know,
He's gotta add something to his collection, right?
I guess. But
It's just such a
so he gets
weird.
that back.
And then is Spinner reviving him, or because what's the deal? Because it looks like because Shigaraki stands up a couple panels in, right? A couple pages in, right? And looks
Well,
like
but I
he's ready to
think,
go again. He looks
but
rough.
but, but then like on page 10 to 11, it's All for One has totally just possessed Shigaraki and seems to be implying that this isn't like a one-time thing. This is like he is slowly taking over Shigaraki through
Well,
his
yeah,
like hatred. And
because
then
also like the incubation of the quirk too. Because like that's what
yeah,
they
as the
reference
quirk.
that like it's Shigaraki's still incubating, which
Mhm.
like does that mean Shigaraki's somehow going to get stronger and Deku's gonna get it shown in, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely I don't know if he's getting stronger right now, but as we see, skipping forward a little bit. Yeah, so page 14 to 15. He says Shigaraki or All for One says, we'll meet again when this body is perfected. So like he's gonna fix him up real good.
But I gotta ask, so what was I gonna ask? So is Dobby pretty like I know Dobby's in Spinner's Hood as a marble, but like is Dobby pretty much dead or something? Because it's like where's the line? Or it's like oh Dobby got defeated by Endeavor and Todoroki didn't none of them really fought Dobby basically. If I'm maybe I'm just remembering incorrectly, but like
I think you might be thinking of where it says Tomura has lost to One for All in Endeavor.
oh is that what it says? It's
Because
Tomura.
because I don't think Dobby's been mentioned, and like Shonen, if a character appears to have died off screen, they didn't die unless we see a big dramatic death. They're still alive.
Well, no, Dobby's in a marble inside Spinner, so like Mr. Compressed like popped him down to a marble.
Yeah, he's totally safe. But then we just get like this thing drawn out over like 3 pages where Deku says that he thinks Shigaraki needs saving, and I can't tell
Some
if it's just
Naruto
me
type
getting.
shit.
I can't tell if I'm just jaded from reading this arc for so long, but this didn't really hit home for me.
Really?
I don't know. Did you like? I get it.
Oh, it
I get.
didn't hit home, or it did hit home?
Yeah, it did not.
Oh yeah, I thought it was like for all that like how bloody and messy this was for it to end like that. Like it needed to
Like
end, and it did. It just felt like he didn't know how to end it. So he's
I
just like,
get
you know
what
what?
they're going for. Like that line should work, but like we never saw a panel like even in the flashback panels it shows us there. He doesn't look like he needs saving there. Like if we got one face to like parallel that face Bakugo made back in chapter like 2 or whatever when the slime monster took him over, then that would be great. Like because it's like okay, yeah, he saw this person who needed saving and so he like stepped in. But none of the panels it shows us actually really look like Tomura needs saving. Like obviously he does cuz he's like been like taken over both like both literally and ideologically by All for One, but they don't really sell that because they just made him look like a totally evil maniac through the last few chapters. So
Yeah, I mean, but like,
I'm
I think what's supposed to is like Deku like knows he's not talking to Shigaraki or Tomura like he's not talking to Shigaraki like because he's like you shut your mouth All for One, as edgy as Deku can say
yeah.
something, right? Like he knows it's not Shigaraki in control, it's All for One.
Yeah, yeah, but like really all things considered not much happened in this chapter outside of
No,
like starting to initiate the end of the fight kind of.
well, I think the fight's over. I think it's safe to say that Shigaraki, because you can see in that panel where I nearly said Naruto, Deku's falling back. You can see like Shigaraki leaving. Like he's dipping the
Yeah,
hell out of
yeah.
there. And like
So
you
so
go,
that's good.
wait, is somebody saving Deku right at the end there? So it's like the look on your face, and then use like the panels below it. You see, is that Deku right there? Or is that somebody catching Deku as he falls? Or is that somebody chasing Shigaraki? And then there's Endeavor, and then Bakugo absolutely messed up, and all the heroes rush like the hurt heroes rushing in.
Yeah, I really can't see what's happening there. Also, this last page, like I'm a sucker for double page spreads, but like it's we zoomed so far out from this battle, we can't see anything other than this town is messed up.
Damn, we have 2 weeks off before we get another chapter. Well, like
Yeah.
what I think is like obviously Deku is now Spider-Man, but like as important as this arc was, like as I think it'll be. You can disagree with me, but I think this will be a better anime versus a manga
Well,
arc.
yeah, always because they'll like Bones is good at handling pacing and they'll definitely pace it better. Also, it's so hard because we have to like take into account that we've been reading this over weeks and so our enjoyment of it has dulled, whereas if someone sat down and read this whole arc in one sitting, they would probably like it some degree more than us, maybe a lot.
I think I'll like it when the anime drops, but like I gotta wonder what we're reading now probably won't be until arguably next year. Like not season 5, but
Oh,
season
next
6.
year. Yeah, next year at the earliest. Okay, but on the subject of like this arc as a whole, this arc felt super important, but let's just like review all the things that happened because some big things happened for sure. So starting from the beginning, we got Bunny Girl that everyone loves for some reason.
I mean, she's
She got
sick.
like
I get it.
maimed.
Yeah,
What?
like one of the top 10 hero died. I think number 5 died with a. I don't know what his name is, but he's dead.
Wait, who?
Other, I don't remember his name, but like he's literally at the top of chapter 294. Like
Oh,
that guy,
uh,
he's dead. He died in the hospital. He got touched by
hmm.
Shigaraki going crazy. Like when Shigaraki took apart the hospital.
We got Gran Torino maybe gonna die. We got the big stuff. Bobby's reveal, and his whole face off with Endeavor. Him exposing all of that stuff to the public. So who knows what Endeavor's gonna get canceled apparently. Um, we got Deku getting two quirks, mastering another one. Bakugo's
Hawks
hero
killed.
name. Hawks may be dead.
Hawks isn't dead, but he killed twice.
Oh yeah,
I don't.
twice his death. That's sad.
It'll be interesting to see where they go, because obviously this is the next few chapters of the recovery is going to be just as important as like this. And I think the biggest
Yeah,
takeaway
because we
from this
need to know
chapter,
exactly what the fallout is, and we need to know how much air he can do.
that and like the biggest points from this is like just the absolute the conflict and the continuation of the all for one for all battle. Like it
For
continuing to
sure.
spread.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. So they're gonna be in a weird spot after this because they can't just jump right into fighting the League of Villains again. but where are they gonna go that doesn't feel small in comparison to this, you know?
They almost gotta pull. I honestly wouldn't be surprised. I don't know if people are like calling it or not, but I really wouldn't be surprised if we saw like a Shippuden type time skip. Maybe either into their third year or their first. They wouldn't skip. I don't think they'd skip out of school, but
Yeah,
they'd.
that's the problem, is that the show is named Academia, so they can't they I mean, I guess they can skip to their pro hero life, but it'd be weird. And I
I gotta
guess they
imagine.
could rename it theoretically.
I'd imagine there's got to be a time skip. You've got to. I can't because I'd imagine that Hiroshi. How do you? It's Hiroshiki is the author, right?
Horikoshi. Horikoshi.
Horikoshi. My bad. Um, I gotta imagine he goes the route of like taking time and skipping. He's got to do it. I feel like a time skip's coming.
I could definitely see it. I'd be
I think so.
interested.
Their third year. I think they skipped their second year. I think Shinsho or Shin. What is his name?
Shin who?
Like the guy who can control your mind if you
Oh
answer.
yeah, Shinso, I think.
He'll become a part of the hero program, and I think we'll see a little bit of that. But then I think we skip their second year because like you can't have I don't know what they can do. Like they resolve things, and then I think we get a Shippuden type time skip. I don't know if it'll be 2 years, a year, or maybe a couple
That'd be
months.
cool. I would be down for that. Character redesigns and stuff.
But you
That's
need to get
always
Deku to like recover. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like
Well,
Deku
like I said, it all depends on what Eri is able to do, because I'm
and
sure they'll
how,
have some kind of cop out that she can't heal everything and everybody, but I don't know
or
how
like
much.
they'll have some like retcon back to like when he was fighting Overhaul and she was using 100% of her power on him while he was using 100% of All for One or One for All. She like undid part of the damage that happened to him from overusing his arms, so his arms aren't as screwed. Or he comes back with no arms. He gets his arms amputated, which I
That
can't
would
see happening.
that'd be a bold move. I don't know. Yeah, I was thinking about this the other day because I was reading Bleach, and a bunch of characters were getting like insanely maimed and then just getting healed. And I was like, well, I'm enjoying this. So like, am I a hypocrite for liking this more than my hero? And to some degree, yeah, probably. But also, it's just because my heroes made such a big deal out of scars and injuries. Like they put so much focus on the injuries in Deku's hands and arms and stuff, and they put all that emphasis on oh, what's his name? Glasses Man. Uh, the
Ida,
Speed Man. Ida, yeah.
Ida.
Put all the emphasis on Ida's hand, who like I think he like technically can't move one of his hands still. Like he's refused to get that one tendon fixed until he like achieves something as a hero, right? Didn't that happen?
I don't remember. He probably will get it fixed, or they'll just forget about that. I'm sure he's
Yeah, I
forgotten
don't know.
about the damage done to Deku's
You,
arms.
you got that. You got Endeavor's face, and you have all these like scars are very important, and like that kind of thing is like such a big thing in My Hero. So to have a character like Eri is just kind
Well, they
of
could always go the
defeating the
route
point
where
of that.
because so there was like the Overhaul made us like a heal for the not a heal but like an antidote for you're getting your quirk taken away, that bullet. So they could
Hmm.
operate he could operate in that realm where he's like, oh, because like the antidote was made using Ares' power or quirk. That it has to be within a certain, who knows? Who knows what the answer will be? I'm not even sure what I
Yeah,
would do if I were the author. And what bums me out about it is like the next anime arc is pretty much just going to be um the class 1A versus 1B. And we might see My Villain Academia.
I think we will. I think we will. You know what I saw the other day that is really funny?
Mm.
So so I don't know if you saw like the covers as you were reading it. Well, you were see like the volume covers as you were reading it. So in the Japanese, because it's written Boku no Hero Academia, the hero is the third word, and so they had I think Spinner like covering the hero with like a sign that says villain, right? And it was like cute and stuff. But
Mhm.
in the English, because um be because we say my hero, so hero is the second word instead of the third, it's like up higher on the title than it is. So Spinner on the cover is just covering like the front of Academia, so it's just like it says like my hero Villainademia, like, and it just doesn't work. And I just thought that was funny.
Love to see it.
I mean, I guess there wasn't something easy. There wasn't like an easy fix to that. It was just funny.
I mean, I'd imagine just realigning it would be my
Well, but
solution.
like you'd have to move Spinner on the issue or change the logo, and neither one of those would really work. So I don't know. He's on his way to get it up there. It's just not quite up there yet. It's fine.
He's working. They just cut him off guard with the picture.
Exactly.
Dude, we've been
Um,
waiting like 2 months for this finale,
yeah,
and this
yeah.
is
I'm telling you, like, even though we're doing this for the show, so we like kind of have to keep going. Manga is just so much more enjoyable when you read it when it's already done.
no. I
Like
agree. I
weekly
completely
weekly
agree.
manga's awful. Like it's not the best way to enjoy it. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that for all series, but like for a lot of series. Speaking of which, but like I know this is our My Hero podcast, so we shouldn't go on forever about other stuff. But you know what else is in that January 3rd issue of Shonen Jump?
Mm,
One Piece chapter. Guess what number chapter?
1,000.
Yes. 1,000 chapters.
That's wild. And isn't the anime only at like episode 6 something?
Oh no, they're at like in the 800s or 900s, I think.
Oh, I think the sub
Um
is miles ahead of the dub.
Yeah, the dub fell behind around the like they just kind of stopped around the time skip, which is sad because the dub One Piece dub is like I think very good. You have Piccolo playing Zoro, which is just perfect because they're very similar characters. Like most of the characters are great. Luffy is like kind of weird because it's doing the girl voice trying to replicate the Japanese actor, but like they do okay. It's not that bad. But then Brooke is played by my boy Ian Sinclair, who's like,
Dude's
oh
in
gosh,
everything.
I couldn't even say all the stuff he's done, but most notably, I would say he's Space Dandy, and he's like so good as Space Dandy, but like he's perfect as Brooke. I don't know, you probably don't know who Brooke is, do you?
Not at all.
Yeah,
But
because
anyway,
Brooke.
let's not get
Wait,
too
no, let me let me
distracted.
first just let me tell you, Brooke is
We have
he is a
file size to worry about, bud.
he is a skeleton man that plays music.
Oh, what is that? What is chat?
He's great. He's great. Someday I'll
Alright,
make you read One Piece.
I'll probably do it a Mountain Court at some point. I don't know. The
Well,
anime will be interesting to see. Do we want to? We'll put this thought out there. Do we want to do a watch along, like the lads watch, and then obviously copyright reasons, we'd have to either find a good way to edit it or talk about it after, but just see where the anime goes and see how we think about the representation of the arc.
we sure could. We'll play that by ear.
It's not till
But
March, so we got our time.
we do. Yeah, anime's still all messed up. Like it could get delayed or something because of COVID, whatever.
You see, they said
But
loose strand in the UK.
I did see that. Also, my
Rounded up or
state
round
is
to.
yeah, my state's new governor is declaring mask mandates to be over as soon as he gets into office, so that's
Oh,
cool.
please, no. I'm still gonna wear mine. Good
Yeah, but
God.
we
No one on
we go to a
campus.
very I was gonna say we go to such a conservative school, no one's gonna wear it. It's gonna be
And they're
bad.
gonna be like, "Oh, why do we have so many cases on campus?" It's like, well, Johnny boy, you're in a terrible school. All right.
Yeah,
Without
it's gonna be
doxing us,
rough.
let's end it before I go on a tangent.
Yeah, well, we're done for today. We sorry we are getting slowly less and less happy with the way My Hero is going. Maybe with the new arc, that'll change.
Yeah, and maybe
But
not having like a battle scene that would be sick as hell. Watching it or reading all in one go, you know, would be awesome. But just reading it and having it broken up, and then just curveball after curveball, you're like, okay, like at a certain point, just rip off the band-aid and be done.
yeah, yeah. And so we're guilted into doing it. I'll just throw it into this recording. Coming soon, hopefully, the lads can read Chainsawman because love that series or the like 20 chapters of it I read. So all of us are gonna read it and give our thoughts sometime soon. Hopefully Morris too, if he can be bothered.
We wouldn't do that one on a chapter by chapter basis. It'd be like 10 chapters at a time.
Yeah, 5 to 10. We'll feel it out and see
And then
with
or
that. But
that, and then potentially a lads play coming soon, or the lads game, depending on what we title it.
yeah, we
Yeah.
said we were gonna do that last time, and then we're too dumb to work OBS. That's a work in progress, but we'll
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 learn.
we'll work on that too.
All right. Thank you for tuning into this episode of the Lads Review. The lads can read. Wow, bud.
Wow, you suck. Oh god.
Again, I'm as always your favorite podcast lad, Connor.
I am Lucas, the editor. And also, let's give a little hoopla for 10 videos on the channel. This will be probably number 11, so we're in double digits. Soon
And
to
we have
be
a
triple
backlog
digits.
too. That's what's great.
Yeah,
That's what's
yeah.
so satisfying about this is there's like a backlog of videos, and we're on top of making stuff that are
Yeah,
time
in 5 years when we all hate each other, we can look back on this and like
sensitive.
hate each other a little less.
Well, I hate Morris, so I don't know if I can hate him more, but I'll try.
We'll see. And until next time, goodbye.
Adios.